been able to have time to go away and practice it. And it looks like DPLUS, confident with it, will go for that Ziggs. Now the Ziggs does sync very well with the Vi. The whole point and click, undodgeable CC combined with a huge damage ultimate is very effective. So expectation is we'll see DPLUS pick up Vi, but Ona picking up the Maokai, something we haven't seen very much from him at all. And clearly both teams have gone away and done some preparation. So now Corki Maokai 41, a stable mid pick for FAKER.
Oh, I like this.
Ona.
The tree battle would make me feel a lot better than the Sejuani. Currently, I mean, Lucid in the regular season had like a 38% win rate on Sejuani, was his most played champion. This was 80% and was a whole lot better. The Vi going to be coming through. And what's stopping them from going like Vi Taliyah here? If they can get a little bit of extra damage coming from that top lane.
Yeah, I think maybe they, honestly, you could even take a support pick here for Mohan and have it locked in before. The Ziggs Leona's been a really strong combo, so you could lean into that if you want to get it before the next phase of bans, even if you want to prioritize the Rel. But I think they want to go for the lane that really syncs well with the Ziggs. It also means that single target the Vi ult onto, Leona can follow up from a distance with the ult. That CC layered, very powerful. So now T1, they haven't really opted into anything for the bot lane. If there's something they want to pick up there, kind of now is the time. But I feel like we've seen Ashe and MF really struggle into the Ziggs specifically, so maybe Jhin would be someone they pick up, but instead looking for a pick here for Zeus, and I'm not hugely convinced by this. You know, the K'Sante's been fine, and they are just going to lock the NILAH, so it's probably going to be NILAH Senna. This would be a composition that would lack damage, but have a ton of sustain, hard to cut through. We did see a composition the other day that ended up with Kanta Senna that lacked the damage quite a bit, but this has at least a little bit more. We'll see what DPLUS end up looking towards. Looking at the Hwei right now, I think Vi super strong combo.
Yeah. Taliyah wouldn't be bad as well because there's a lot of dashing in, like especially for Gumayusi. Like I think Taliyah, one of Showmaker's best. It's also like such an incredible combo alongside the Vi. Obviously, Garen is the pick here. Like, what else are you going to do, Kingen? Like, Garen is the man.
You know, Garen, way back when K'Sante first shown up, was theorized as an OG counter into the K'Sante. Obviously, K'Sante ult gets low, you just ult him back. But it looks like they want a bit of sustained AD damage and are leaning towards the Gnar right now. We'll lock that in.
I don't mind the Gnar, actually. Can play it a little bit more aggressively, Senna. And that is not Senna. That is, in fact, a lot of experience.
Yeah, that's
so much experience in the bottom lane, my god.
And also, if we think about the play pattern of a ZILEAN combined with like a Maokai, you speed up the Maokai, you can charge in, you double bomb on top of the root. Really difficult to play against. We'll have to see how this one plays out. T1 putting a lot of faith in this critted bot lane, but if you're a T1 fan, you know, you might look at this with some reservations. Oh, this is crazy, but I think you want crazy from T1. You want them to be cooking a little bit in the bot lane. I feel like DPLUS, a bit more standard
to be had for those two. See what happens. We dive into the Rift for game number 1.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
All right. Lowpark erupting here as both of these teams attempt to stay alive in our Uribank playoffs. A ticket to Gyeongju is happening after this for the winner of this series. And, of course, doesn't mean that they're going to the grand finals, but at least they're going to be there in the cool stadium and having a great time. Of course, it's just a beautiful city. You know, we've had LCK finals all over the place here in Korea, but Gyeongju is one of my personal favorites. Purist here towards the top side of the map, and there's a lot of expectation, and FAKER could be in trouble here. Seismic shove not quite going to come through, does get the flash. When it finally comes out, FAKER going to have to get out of here. We'll be able to teleport back to lane.
All off DPLUS lean towards the top side. The XP level up coming in. Guma already 6 for this grub fight. Yeah. I think the call for DPLUS should just be opt out of this and maybe try and set something up bot, but they're already here on the top side. I don't think they can get there in time.
Yeah, that is going to be 2 grubs taken here. Is now Kingen with Mega Gnar is going to find it! Onto Owner into the wall. He mistimed The Twisted advance just a little bit, and there is the punch from Lucid to take first blood. They'll grab the second one as well as Showmaker collects the kill on Gumayusi, and it's a disaster for T1 in the river.
And it feels like this early game has really been around Guma getting level 6, using that power in the grub fight, but Kingen's Mega Gnar ends up being more valuable. Aiming TP's in, Faker's not even there for the fight, and it feels like this early plan all kind of gone topsy-turvy for T1.
Yeah, gone to the wayside. Is now Carrier looking to try and hold on to this wave. That is true. That is true. It was certainly upgraded. As a result of all of this, 800 gold going to be the lead here. DK is another Mega Gnar into the wall here from Kingen. As Zeus taking a lot of damage. Of course, this is Kingen moving towards the end of the year. And that is a scary prospect. A dive potentially on the cards here, but All Out still available here for the K'Sante. And remember, I mean, on this outer turret, Zeus coming down to look to defend, but I think it's a couple of punches, and Lucid will be able to take this one. Doesn't find the Vault Breaker. Oh, no. The Satchel going to be used away from the turret. Not sure about that one, as we have an Ignite going down. He walks through the minefield, and that's going to be Cease and Desist coming in. Can they kill him in time? Yes! Is the answer to that, and Moham will go down as well. So a 1-for-1, definitely best case scenario here for Zeus.
Yeah, very scrappy there, and you saw Aiming use the Satchel to try and disengage Zeus from the tower, but then by using the Satchel for that, and it obviously ended up missing.
He couldn't disengage the turret from its life, unfortunately.
Yes, which would have made that dive a lot easier and Moham's life a lot longer. And in return, you know, obviously Ziggs, one of the best tower takers in the game, or the double dash.
Yeah, Kingen a little bit too far forward here as the teleport's coming in, and he's got Mega Gnar coming up as well. The Apotheosis already down as Nature's Grasp just to try and get them out of here. He will be successful in doing so. So good disengage there from T1, but possibly a little overzealous.
NILAH still pretty good as well and able to match it. We see the double TP coming out, so Guma's going to go bot and focus the tower, and Zeus, he's back on that weak side duty. Like, you know what, you won for one before, you're doing a pretty good job at it, we'll put you up to it again.
Well, I'm hoping that they move Ziggs up here. It's still, you know, you've got plates for another 2 minutes as Seismic Shove not going to quite find the CC onto Zeus, but is going to be able to get the damage as Moham's making his way in. The teleport from Aiming is going to get there, and it's another chain CC onto the K'Sante. This time he's unable to take anyone with him as the ulti back there. This time the Twisted advance was good, and Owner is able to escape death, but the turret will not, and T1 looking to try and trade it with an inner here towards the bottom side.
Yeah, so in terms of turrets, you know, you get the plates mid from Faker. Oh, the ult's going to come in from the Ziggs. Plate's still going to go down. So Faker's getting a decent amount of gold there.
Oh,
in the bot lane.
Big.
Yeah, I mean, this is the tower taking potential off this NILAH. But the gold lead isn't that big regardless. Both teams set up around this Herald.
Oh, Solo Player going to connect here. No one to Twisted advance to, and there's the chain CC once more. They do get the Chrono Shift out, but Owner, can he make it out of there is the question. The answer is going to be yes. It's a big cooldown now missing though as Mega Inferno Bomb comes in onto Faker. He does flash away. Morgan now trying to stay in the fight. The AoE damage is gigantic as Kingen is coming in to clean it up. They didn't even need him. And T1's health bars are so extremely low. All of them melt in the end, and that is 4 for nothing in favor of DK.
Just decimation. The fact comes back up and says, right, time to fight. I have value from me being back alive. His ult was already down. And DPLUS are just quick to clean up in return. And now mid T1 goes down without the Herald.
And the rock placement from Showmaker, not that one right there, but the one previously right in the choke point meant that no one could get on the Talia. She was just throwing rocks. Should be able to put on more pressure than that of the K'Sante. We can see already with the help of Shelly, Kingen going to try and take down yet another inner turret. And that charge is going to be successful. Not able to actually do anything too meaningful for this turret right now.
But it's an auto and a W.
And with the fact that you can just have Lucid just take this dragon by himself, does mean that it is quite difficult for T1 to really do anything about it, especially with the vision monopoly that they do have right now. Aiming going to move in. Doesn't find the bouncing bomb onto the K'Sante here, but we can see this double Yordle battle is going to be won by the Yordles into the K'Sante. He does go all out as he dashes away. The Satchel just to be there, make sure that Aiming is going to be safe.
On okay with it.
Maybe, because, I mean, Showmaker's not going to have it anytime soon. He's still building towards some Magic Pen. Would have been nice in fighting this one as well, as There is the Solar Flare avoided by Ona, but he is still going to be a little bit worse for wear after this one.
So funny seeing the phase rush from Ona combined with the Zillion speed.
Yeah.
So zoomy, but he's now flashless, and I think DPLUS are like, cool, we can play interruption. He can't get in the pit without flash. We're just going to take Baron. And he actually moved down towards the bot side. It's 7k HP. He's not going to get there in time. There's no way. So that's Baron.
Well, he is running really quickly, like you were talking about, but he has to take the front door. There is a massive no. The Mega Inferno Bomb comes down. Ona does manage to avoid that, but the Baron is still going to be taken, and now Lucid gets into the fight. The all-out into the backline as Zeus successfully gets himself out, but the Baron has already been taken. And so T1 still running for the hill, still trying to get out, and DK still looking for more. Cease and desist still in the hand of Lucid here, who might be a little bit too far forward. Will be able to back away there as the Weaver's Wall to come down. Faker possibly out of position, but is able to Valkyrie over the wall. And now with this Baron, they're going to be able to already take down the inner turret in the mid lane.
And T1, they managed to get away without losing any members, but that's about it. Low HP, Baron gone, your base is being threatened. They are going to pick up this tower, but now a TP coming in.
Yeah, going for the flank angle. Let's see whether this is going to work out. Ona is still extremely low as Gumayusi and Zeus trying to make their way in. The Blast Cone not quite working out there. And so instead, they're just getting back to mid lane. Mega Inferno Bomb, a lot of damage onto Ona, but he is going to be okay.
Yeah, I mean, Lucid still had ult, so it's really hard to go in there. Kingen had Mega. There was just too much threat for Guma to go in. So now, 2 TPs committed just to watch DPLUS disengage. They'll pick up another Dragon and Baron in hand. Everything going right for DPLUS right now. And the setup was so good, you know. It was Moham again leading the charge. He finds the setup on Ona. He burns the flash. The signal's immediately there. Okay, job done. Jungler can't get here. Let's do the Baron. Yeah, even got the level 11 for the second point. No.
Oh,
like,
man.
You know what? I'm living good. I'm feasting right now.
He absolutely is. Wonder we might actually hear about the meal that Moham had, because right now it's looking like breakfast was good. That's all I'm saying. He's having a very, very good game, really seeing these engages. Weaver's Wall to come on through here. Faker actually going to be caught on the wrong side of it. Can't get over the wall there as well as Zeus is there to protect him. Mega Inferno Bomb, a lot of damage, but could be more. The build was a little bit different. Now inner turret is going to go down. Build kind of irrelevant, to be perfectly honest, ladies and gentlemen, because DPLUS just playing the map so incredibly well. And Ona now looking for a last-ditch effort. Throws out the ulti here, but Kingen just going to crush his way out of there. Moham going to be thrown back. Doesn't find a Zenith Blade, really. Was aiming it at the Ghosts. But this inhibitor is going to be sieged down. And with aiming on the Ziggs, structures just don't last. So 2 inhibitors going to fall down here. It's a 4,000 gold Red Bull Baron power play as it finally ticks away. Well, actually more like 3.
The Gold King.
Exactly.
He knows the precise value of everything in the game because that's what he's built to do.
It's beautiful, and perhaps that's what they're utilizing here to play so cool, calm, and collected. A couple of inhibitors already taken down. This inner turret still alive up towards the top side, and that's why DPLUS are focusing up there. The macro kind of plays itself at this point. Throw down a Weaver's Wall, take a turret. Throw down a Weaver's Wall, take a turret. Throw down a Weaver's Wall, take a Nexus.
What turret? Where'd it go?
Yeah, kind of just went boom.
And now it gets really difficult because...
Well, yeah, this is exactly the way DK prepared it the last time around. He can sprint over there. He does definitely have the ability to run really, really fast. Mega Inferno Bomb goes down. They're trying to get the Chrono Shift out of Keria. Try and use it on himself. He gets a drive-by ward, but it gets switched off instantly. And now a teleport in. All right, T1, they envision that this is going to be the game-winning or losing fight, perhaps, as Lucid is going to take down the Baron. Can they find the team fight, though? As Kingen gets dragged out, he tries to crush his way through there, but isn't going to be able to survive. So the sacrifice of the Nard just to guarantee the Baron. A Solar Flare goes down onto Gumayusi. He's thrown back through the rocks as well, but he keeps himself alive. His health bar, the shields aiming is teleporting into the base.
What's that 50 gold?
Yeah, he just wants that 50 gold, Ox. As now Lucid going to try and continue stopping them. Aiming is just winning the game, guys. He's just winning the game. They're just stopping the backs. The teleport to come through, and it's unorthodox. But whichever way gets that 50 gold is the one that wins you the game.